How do you balance out small and fast with increasing player expectations?
I think increasing player expectations might be kind of like a broad scope. We might be, if I'm understanding correctly, this is maybe saying that a broader player sentiment is increasing for maybe the quality of gameplay or the fidelity of that experience. I operate very firmly on if you build it, they will come. And so if, depending on the types of games that you want to create, there's inevitably going to be an audience for that. How small or large that audience is going to be is something to navigate. So we knowingly make games or intend to make games primarily for audience. Sorry, let me rephrase. Our games are intended to explore the cultural intersection between Black and Japanese media. This is talking about the impact of Japanese media on the Black community. It's not to say that the games are not for everybody, but that's where our sort of like impetus for making games is. And so that includes that amount of representation as well. Knowingly, that is a specific audience or largely focused towards a specific audience. But it doesn't bar off everybody else. So to say, like, if your bag is, I want to make real-time strategy games because I just really love Command and Conquer, but let's add, like, I don't know, spooky narrative to it. Your audience is going to be real-time strategy enthusiasts, and that is a subset of the industry. And so the sort of like increasing player expectations, I think, first identifying who your target audience is, and then maybe if you are of that audience, you probably have a gut check on what that expectation is. And then I think, building small games fast, maybe each game is addressing one other additional component of those expectations. And so it might take the form of, we build a small game and it is addressing some of the strategy grievances that people have had across real-time strategy games. I just picked a random genre. I don't have anything against RTS. And then maybe the next title is adding that more fidelity because now you have systems that are helping to inform it. And you can say, cool, we made, Stratorium 1 and now Stratorium 2 has 3D graphics, and you can see how it, you might continue to iterate. The audience that showed it for you the first time is going to continue rocking with you, up until the big game, and you're going to kind of like grow together.
But here's the other side of that, not the other side, the additional point of that. You don't have to worry as much about increasing player expectations if you're making a smaller game, because you don't have to sell it to as many people.
Right.
And that's one of the things that, I think bypasses a lot of developers. And when we're talking about, making it through this year and, getting it to next year, that's what you have to keep in mind. You don't need to sell 4 million copies.
Yeah.
To make money and run a profit on a game that you only spent $200,000 making.
Right.